This is DJ Wolf Live. Sort of breaking news. Hey, morning guys. This is Sunday morning, March 31st, 2020. You know, I actually could not sleep last night. I was up watching news reports to almost the very wee hours of the morning. I'm surprised I got up this morning like I did. And I'm up here eating breakfast right now. And I was just wondering, why is it when there are protests against a police officer and officers who contribute or major contributors to the murder of a black man, an unarmed black man at that, who was being arrested on suspicion, not facts, on suspicion of passing a fake bill. All right? Yet, in Charlottesville and other places around the country where you got white supremacy groups out there going up against cops directly, not being fucked with by the cops at all, okay? Walking around with guns, going to the state capitals and fucking with people. No retaliation. None. Black people, y'all put little agents out there to incite rioting, and people get hurt as a result of that. Y'all know what y'all doing. You want to do everything in your power to make sure that our voices are not heard. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to keep on making it being heard. I saw video footage of, excuse me for a second here. I saw video footage last night of uprisings around the country from Atlanta all the way to California. From Minnesota all the way back to Ohio, including uprisings in my hometown of Cleveland and Columbus. These people ain't playing, folks. Like I said, and one guy, right even out here, they were rioting out here in D.C., in D.C. proper, in Washington, D.C., even over near the White House, and around the White House, actually. And this one brother was saying, basically, look, we're tired. It's to a point now, it's a lot of stress and pressure on our people and our culture when you have law enforcement that don't uphold the law and get to walk around and do things to our people with impunity, especially unarmed citizens. You know? As though because they're the law, they're above the law. It's not right. It's not right. I got finished watching the video with this woman. I don't know where it was at. She harassed a black man in her neighborhood for being in her neighborhood. But here's the weird part about it. He was a UPS delivery guy doing his fucking job. And she threatened to call the cops on him. Yeah. He's doing his job while black, and you fucking with him for no reason. Yeah. She was talking all kind of crazy. What you doing over here? You ain't got to be being over here. Blah, blah. I'm going to call the cops. I'll say, bitch, he's UPS guy delivering packages to your neighborhoods. And then the white guy who was with him wouldn't even defend him. He told him to just chill. And the guy wasn't saying almost nothing. He was really actually very calm. Yeah. So, I'm going to tell you. And like the young man put it, I'm going to rephrase what he said a little bit. When the levees are being sustained, and sustained for so long, and when it doesn't hold after a while, it breaks. Especially if the levees were built weakly. In other words, when you try to pretend that you understand our people just for being our people and our culture, and you really don't because you really don't have no concern, and you feel you're above the law to a point where you could just beat, kick, mutilate, and suffer our people with impunity like we're animals, and people see this and they hear about it and they read about it, what do you think gonna happen? And you keep doing it, and these officers keep getting off on your made up technicalities. They're already trying it with George Floyd already. They're already doing it. They come up with this old bullshit ass analogy about he might have been intoxicated. Might have been. Oh, really? That guy wasn't intoxicated. That's a lie. And even if he was, what gives you the right to put your knee on this guy's neck for 8 minutes while his guy asked for one simple thing? He asked to breathe. He had the right to breathe, man. He didn't hurt anybody at all. Even if he did, he had the right to breathe. Your job as a police officer, police officers in general, is to serve and protect, to uphold the law. Everything else after that goes to the courts. Y'all know that. Now, unless it's something that put your life in harm's way, there was no reason for that guy to die at all. No reason at all whatsoever, and you know it. Derek Chauvin had a long history in his 19 years as a police officer with getting away with all kind of bullshit. He's walked every time. Now, I looked on my Facebook page, and it was there was a post on the Ricky Smiley page on Facebook where black folks was questioning if that was him. Now, I'll say this. The picture on the left was Derek Chauvin when he was younger. The picture on the right was with Derek Chauvin when he murdered George Floyd. Okay? The one on the left was a picture, of course, you could tell was taken when he was younger. And the picture on the right showed with gray hair and his hair, fading away. Or losing his hairline. Now, I know y'all ain't that stupid to know that they wouldn't show a current picture because they probably didn't make him take one. Duh. But hopefully he has been detained, like they claim that he has. We don't know. But that's not a recent picture of an arrest. I know that. Now, that's true. But that is the guy in that picture. But not a recent arrest photo. It might have been a previous one from something he was involved with before. Nevertheless, I'll say this. I don't condone of looting of any kind. people do have the right to protest. And any non-melanated people who don't agree with people's right to protest need to shut the fuck up. I'll say that right up front. Because you have never had to deal with that kind of racism in your life. So it's easy for you to say, well, you need to go back to your homes. It's easy for you to say, well, y'all shouldn't be doing all this. Because most of the protesters aren't doing that. If you watch the videos, most of the protesters aren't doing that stuff. There was even a report of a white guy in Minneapolis who actually burnt down a store. He was caught on video. I don't know if he got arrested, but he was definitely caught. He was caught doing it. White police officer. See? Those agents out there, they put out there to try to incite something beyond a protest. And they're blaming us for that. Y'all ain't slick. You know what y'all doing. Well, I'm going to go back to eat my breakfast before it gets cold. I just wanted to say that right quick. I am going to do a live podcast later on. Sometime. Real soon. Because we need to continue to address the cycle of bullshit that's out here right now. Our officers think they can get away with murdering innocent civilians and walking. Where it's supposed to be justice for all. For everybody. Particularly innocent victims. This is DJ Wolf. I'm out.